Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Valkyrie. As you can see, for those of you that don't use gyroscope, I don't know what gyroscope is. Gyroscope is a type of setting that will allow you to move your camera and your player, that's in third-person perspective. It will allow you to move it without you using your finger to swipe left, right, up, or down. Now, to turn on these settings, all you have to do is head to the basic. When you head to the basic settings, you will see, scroll down a little and you will see a place that says gyroscope. Now, you will see you can turn it on and off. After you turn it on, head down to the sensitivity, and under the sensitivity, keep scrolling down till you see gyroscope sensitivity. Now, that's where you will see. Now, the main ones are actually the standard and the third person perspective sensitivity. These are the most important ones. Now, those ones, you need to leave them like a little bit high. As you can see, mine is 250 and the other one is a little higher. But depending on how you choose to leave your own, is up to you. So those are the ones that need to be a little higher. That's standard, and then third person perspective sensitivity. Now, as you can see, when I tilt left, you see left. Now, when I tilt right, the camera and the player also tilts and moves right. Now, when I move my phone upwards, it goes upwards, and when I tilt my phone downwards, the third person perspective player and then the camera moves downwards. So that's all you need to know about gyroscope. Now, let me give you a demonstration. It helps especially if you are a shotgun user. Now, let me give you take a look at this. You see, now I was able to make these moves and execute the shots and everything because I use gyroscope. It's more easier. Now, if you don't use gyroscope, you have to be swiping, you have to be swiping all the time. You know, your fingers have to press on slide, then you have to press again on shots, then you slide again, you swipe to the left cancel, you know, all those stuff. But when you are using gyroscope, all you need to do is just tilt and tilt. You see, that's more easier. And the more advantage you have is when you are using ADS. Especially, see now it's moving, and all I'm doing is my hand is on the fire button, and then I already have assist aim on. You have to have that. I don't know why most people leave that off, but you have to have that on. After you have that on, you just need to press ADS fire, and then you see you tilt it to the right. When your enemy is going to the right, you follow him. When it's going to the left, just all you have to do, just press your hand on ADS fire, and then tilt right, tilt left, tilt right, tilt left, and that is how it's much easier that way. I don't see why people are not using gyroscope, but it's very hard to get at first because it took me like 3 to 4 months for me to master it. So it would come easy. But a little suggestion that I have is for those of you that are not using it and want to start using gyroscope, when you want to start using it, after we have on it, that is, you go to the sensitivity settings, gyroscope sensitivity settings, that is. After you go there, don't exceed every sensitivity. Don't push it all the way. You start like, let's say, for the standard sensitivity, you can leave it at 30 or 40. Third person perspective sensitivity, also that you can leave it for maybe 30, 50. Yes. Depending on what kind of device you use, it depends on you actually, but let it not exceed, for standard sensitivity, let it not exceed 40. For third person sensitivity, let it not exceed 50. That is all. So when you come to the ADS, you go to the BR training center, and then you put on the bots, and then you can continue adjusting it there until you find the one that suits you. So after that, you keep on practicing. If you are consistent with it actually, then you after like 1 week, you add the sensitivity by maybe 10 or 15. After another week, you add 10 or 15. After, you gradually be adjusting to the gyroscope until you can even play with full gyroscope. Get used to it. So that's how you do it. Don't just exceed every sensitivity at once. For the third person, you leave it at 50 or 45 or 40. For the standard sensitivity, you leave it at 25, 30, 35, 40. So that's how you get used to it. So this one of the major advantages that all these pro players use. You see, sometimes you see their gameplay, their screen is a little wobbly, it shakes. So that's from using gyroscope. You know, it helps you a lot. When you move in the third person perspective, you know, it makes it very hard for your enemies to have a straight aim at you. You know, they might miss one or two bullets, and which will allow you to heal up while you are plating. You know, so that's it.